Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome to our daily word from the Lord. Today we continue to journey through 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and today we come to three things that Paul says are absolutely essential for the people of God to practice and to put in place each and every day as they live into and await the day of the Lord. Paul identifies these three disciplines, these three qualities that are absolutely needed to help us get through the challenges that the people of God will face as we come up to and live into the day of the Lord. Remember, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, I encourage you to go there and look at that verse again. We talked about it before. But Jesus said that the days leading up to the day of the Lord will be a time of great tribulation, such more so than at any time in the history of the world. So Paul says there are essential, necessary, important things that we have to put in place each and every day if we are going to be able to get through the challenging days that are a part of the day of the Lord. And the first one, Paul identifies in verse 16 as the discipline of joy, maintaining the joy of the Lord. Paul tells the believers, and he tells you and I too, that we need to learn how to cultivate and preserve joy in our lives. Why? Because joy feeds the spirit with strength and sustains the spirit with strength. And that's why we have to continue to cultivate the quality of joy in our lives. In Nehemiah chapter 8, verses 9 and 10, Nehemiah and Ezra taught the people the word of God. And they said to the people, this day is holy unto the Lord your God. Do not mourn or weep. For all the people wept when they heard the words of the Lord. Then Nehemiah said to them, go your way, eat and drink sweet food and good food, and send portions to those who have nothing prepared. For this day is holy unto the Lord. Do not be sorry or sad, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. The joy of the Lord is your strength. And so that's the context in which we find that very, very important command and this important verse. The people were mourning and weeping because they stood condemned by the law. So Nehemiah told them, don't weep, go home, have a meal with your family, and share with those who may not have any food, and rejoice, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And the wise man, Solomon, in the book of Proverbs, in chapter 17, verse 22, said, a merry heart, a joyful heart, does the soul good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. So Paul tells the saints in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and he tells us today, rejoice all the time. Stay joyful. Don't let the pressures that will come your way cause you to lose your joy. Because if and when you lose your joy, you will lose your strength and become vulnerable to the attacks of the devil. So stay joyful, and you will stay strong in the Lord. And when you stay joyful and strong, you will stay victorious and be an overcomer. And that's what God desires for us today and every day, that we will be victorious and that we will be overcomers. And so I encourage you as I encourage myself. I know we're living in challenging, difficult times, but let's always cultivate and maintain the joy of the Lord, for the joy of the Lord is our strength.